Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. I have mostly an eBay haul for you today, which are jewellery finding pieces, which I'll explain why in a second, but there's just a couple of other bits that have come that I thought I'd show you. So these have arrived. These are from Aliexpress. They're post-it tapes. I just picked up two, a green and a blue, and these were £1.49. They came from the same seller, they're packaged slightly different, but it's just post-it tape that you peel off, and obviously the whole thing is sticky. And you can use it for sort of masking stamps and things. So I just picked up a couple of those. I thought I'd take one into work because that might come in useful. And then my mum popped to Sainsbury's the other day and found these in the sale. They're 25p. You've got gold ribbon and black. It's more of like a paper ribbon. But she saw the baker's twine in the middle and she said she thought it might be quite pretty to add to tags and things. And for the set of 3, it was 25p. So she picked up, they only had 4, so she picked all of them up for me. So for £1, she said even if I didn't use the ribbons and I kept them for presents, it is actually really pretty with the gold running through it. And you get, does it say how much? It says ribbon length 8 metres. Yeah, 3 lots of 8 metres. So you've got, I've got 24 metres of that twine for £1 there really. And then the rest of everything that I've got are all sort of jewellery findings because I've been making charms for pocket letters. I already had tons of silver findings, absolute tons from, I used to make jewellery ages, eons ago. So I've got all these little tubs with various different findings and things. And I had loads of the extension chains that I used to make little charms with, to hang on pocket letters. So I had tons of silver ones, but the charms that I bought recently, the glass globe ones I shared recently, they're gold. And some of the other charms and things I've got are rose gold, so I didn't really have anything to use with them. So I've picked up a few bits and I'll run through. Although I've got tons of silver findings, I've run out of jump rings. So I picked up a packet of 6mm silver jump rings. There's 400 in this bag, it cost me £1.59. There's lots of different prices. I mean, if anyone wants me to link the sellers on eBay that I used, I'm more than happy to do so. But there's tons of sellers that sell these things, so you just have to shop around really. So as I say, I wanted them quite quick, so some of the prices are dearer than if I'd say ordered from China, but I wanted them this week rather than in like a month's time. So yeah, 400 of those for £1.59. Then I picked up a set of gold findings. So I picked up 50 gold lobster clasps. These are the 12mm size. That cost me £1.08. Then I picked up some gold jump rings in the 6mm size, and there's 200 in this bag. It cost me £1.39. Then I picked up some gold extension chains. So similar to the silver one I just showed you, these ones, there's 50 of them and they're 5cm long. So that's what they look like, the little extension chains. And you can open them there with pliers to attach beads and charms and things too. So as I say, there's 50 of those, and that cost me £1.85 with 69p postage. That's the only one I paid postage on. Then I picked up some gold head pins. These I think are 30mm long. There's 100 of them in this bag and they cost me £1.31. I don't need particularly long ones because I use a bit, I don't know what it's called, a charm looper thing to make little charms with these, so I don't need the long ones. I have actually used quite a few of these up already, and these cost me £1.31 if I didn't say already for 100. Then I picked up the same things but in rose gold, so I had to get these from different sellers. So rose gold lobster clasps, 50 of these were £1.99. The rose gold stuff I found was slightly more expensive because there were less sellers that did this. The rose gold jump rings, 6mm again. I just like the 6mm, I find it a really versatile size. And there's 100 of these and that cost me £1.31. I got these from the same seller as the head pins, I think. Then the extension chain for the rose gold, I couldn't buy individual ones. So I had to buy a chain. So it's 5 metres long. Sorry for the crinkling. It's a 5 metre long chain, so it's the exact same thing, but you can then just make it the length that you want it. I thought that was actually quite useful to do it that way. And that cost me £3.69. Oh, put that there. And then the rose gold head pins here, 100 of these were £1.97. Got a little stick on there for feedback. And then finally, I found, when I was going through all my jewellery making supplies from before, I found these antique silver extension chains. So I think I ordered these thinking they were silver, and then they came and they're quite dark compared to these ones. It's quite a colour difference. You can't see it as much on camera, but in real life there's a massive difference between the two. So I thought, well, I might as well buy, for a couple of quid, buy the findings to go with these. So I already had those. So I picked up some antique silver head pins. There's 100 of these, they cost me £1.31. I picked up some antique silver jump rings. There's only 50 in here. Oh no, there's 100, sorry, and that cost me £1.09. And then I picked up the antique silver lobster clasps, and these cost me £1.23, and there's 50 of them in this bag. So I managed to complete my sets of findings, and what I think I'm going to do is, a lot of this stuff I don't use anymore, like all these bead caps. I don't use those anymore. I don't use the clasps. So I think I'm going to bag all of these up, and then you put these into one of these so they're all in one place together. So I've got all the 4 colours in one little tub, because otherwise I think I'm just going to be having bags everywhere. And as I say, I don't make jewellery anymore, so a lot of this stuff, like the earring hooks and the earring backs and stuff, I don't use them at the moment, so I can bag them up. And then finally I picked up 3 other random bits. So I picked up, these are all from the same seller. There was a deal, I think it was, I can't remember, it must have been 3 for 2, or I think it might have been 5 for 4, and I linked it with some of the other bits and pieces. And I wanted these for a friend mail at the moment. So these are little Jack Skeleton charms. They were a pack of 5, I've used one already, and that cost me £1.57 for these, and they're quite big. I'll grab one out, and they're just metal on the back, and then you've got the Jack face there. There was a few different sellers, but from the picture these ones looked really good quality, some of the other ones didn't, and actually I'm really pleased with these. I think they look great. So I picked those up. And then I saw these, and if you've watched any of my Christmas hauls, you'll know that I've got a little bit of an obsession with jingle bells. And how sweet are these? They're absolutely tiny. I've already used some of these, and I'll show you in the next video how I've used these. And I just think they're brilliant. They're really, really cute. And obviously it's a mixed bag of 50. That cost me £2.15 for those. And then I picked up this, because I had to get one more thing to go with the deal. I picked up and put these in shots. Oh, I'm throwing them at the bags now. They're little tags that say made with love. They're absolutely tiny. There's a bag of 50 of them, and these cost me £1.48, and I thought they were, again, really, really cute to add to projects. So that's what I've picked up. Now I'm actually supposed to be on a no spend, and I've promised myself I will not spend unnecessarily. A lot of this stuff I actually needed to make the charms that I'm going to show you, but I really need to curb my spending because it got a bit out of control last year. So I'm hoping this will be the last thing, these are the last things, sorry, that I'll need to purchase, because I honestly couldn't have any more stuff, to be honest. To fit it all in this little room is getting a bit ridiculous. So hopefully this will be the start of a no spend for me. And I've been watching some of Wendy Lowry's videos, sorry, and she's been doing the 100 Things challenge with Dances with Pitbulls, and I think I'm going to start taking part in that, and then hopefully that will help me curb my spending. So this may be the last haul you see from me. That's a lie. There's one more haul. I didn't buy this recently. These are all pens that I bought from Aliexpress that are taking a long time to come. So that'll be the only other haul hopefully you see in the future. Now I'm going to go because, as you can hear, both my dogs are going. There's someone coming to the door. So take care everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.